So now it is that your girl's recording. Let's go ahead. Let's start up this next reaction, shall we? Now, G Grimy, shout out to you. I have not reacted to you in a while. The dangers of simps and incels. I don't think I could say that word. Yeah, I don't think it is I could say that word. Nonetheless. But without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's start this up, shall we?
Would you do something strange for a piece of change? Now, if you're someone who has something what I like to call morals, you'd probably decline that quicker than my debit card declines at restaurants. But nowadays, trying to find a person with morals and principles is like trying to find a brain cell in a high school locker room. And with the accelerated growth of OnlyFans and...
I mean, it depends on like what it is. Because yes, there are levels of morals, but it's also levels of just like, hey, if you put a good price tag on it, I may not be happy with myself afterwards. But would it be considered? Possibly. It depends. It's
digital prostitution. It seems that people are slowly but surely degrading and demeaning themselves for a quick buck. At this point, having an OnlyFans is about as common as having a pair of Timbs in New York. And the goonerish tendencies of some of these people wandering the streets really got me questioning when God is gonna...
My goodness, hold on.
Timbs in New York. And the goonerish...
Why is one side of your body with more muscles? I don't want to know. I don't want to know, chat. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But I'm highly concerned. I'm highly concerned. Gang, I'm at this point in time, you need to put the corn down. You need to get off the laptop, get off the computer, get off the phone. And you actually need to you need to seek therapy at this point, because this is a clear indication of like you're in way too deep. If you got one side of your body that is stronger, visibly stronger than the other, you're doing too much of wanking. Okay, put the Peter Packer away, unless it is you got to use the bathroom, bro. Like there's no way. There's way too much stuff it is you could be doing constructively with your time other than just spanking, bro. Oh my goodness.
Tendencies of some of these people wandering the streets really got me questioning when God is going to flood the earth again. But in the words of David Aldridge, we have lost the impact of shame in our society. So today, we'll be discussing some of the most ineffectual and dismang individuals who for some reason can't stop airdropping currency to these digital Jezebels, as well as some of the ruinous and counterproductive repercussions that has come with this influx of OnlyFans. Comment down below the most down, bad, or desperate occurrence that you've ever seen in your life, and like and subscribe if you're new. The first thing that we gotta talk about is this Sophie Rain situation. Now, as someone who has no social media on their phone besides YouTube, it took me a little longer to become enlightened about the Hall of Fame hussy that is Sophie Rain. But apparently she's going viral right now because she's accumulated a spine-shattering $43,477,695.
What? My goodness. Damn, sis, I'm sorry, but you about to get hit with taxes up the wazoo from Uncle Sam. I need this to be very clear, chat. When you start hitting like tax brackets like this, you get hit with hard taxes. Like you don't get a break. I thought it is that I was bad as of now, because like our YouTube and Twitch check is about to be released.
Release the IRS.
Like, oh my goodness, bro, like that. Yikes.
He's accumulated a spine-shattering $43,477,695.01 from splitting her legs open like a horny pair of scissors or something. Now, as someone who's pretty familiar with the internet, knowing damn well you can't believe everything that you see on it, I call it baloney. There's no way men have descended that far from God's grace, right? Because let's be transparent here, most of the people who are subscribed to her page are probably men. But lo and behold, she showed receipts from her payroll from the past year, and I was met with instant disillusionment. Men used to go to war, chop down trees, hunt animals, build forts, hit the Quan. Now they're out here giving NBA contracts to online thoughts for some pixelated coochie. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Pixelated coochie. I'm gonna sadly guess she just had a birthday. It don't clearly it don't take much. All it takes is just a little bit of just showing off a bit of coochie, and then men is just giving out the like they're out here giving out rent payments for somebody it is they don't know. They're not gonna get the chance to hit. Like that money is not gonna get you closer to her. All it is, it's gonna get her closer to being in a mansion while you sitting here going to Starbucks to use their Wi-Fi because it is you don't got your phone bill paid. My goodness.
I don't even like spending money on food, so I couldn't possibly comprehend investing any amount of my funds into this shit, bro. I'll literally wait until my cabinets are emptier than an apocalyptic store before I go restock, bro. But to put the cherry on top, 10% of her earnings came from one nigga. Bro was really dropping more.
From one? Nah, that's dangerous. No. No, that's dangerous. That's very scary, actually.
Before I go restock, bro. But to put the cherry on top, 10% of her
10% of the earnings came from one man. You might want to move at this or not. At this rate, this is big parasocial. I mean, huge. That's scary to put that much. I mean, wasn't there a dude that put in like something like that for like Ruby Rose? Like, it's stuff like that's actually scary, chat. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand level of support of putting in your money and investments into somebody. Sure, do that. You know what I mean? But like, you gotta really like at some point in time, if you're putting in more money than what it is like your monthly payments, you guys got to be careful, because that's really dangerous, gang. Because now it's just like, what are you really putting that money in for? Because at this point, it's not support. At this rate now, that's Delulu. That's like, oh, like, yeah, like I put in all this money into her, so now this is like, oh, she must be mine. That's very scary.
Earnings came from one nigga. Bro was really dropping more bread than a clumsy baker. He was in this bitch pouring his heart out like some spoiled milk or something. This nigga gotta be a crypto scammer or something, because who has $4 million just to throw away on OnlyFans? But the scary thing is that this dick donut probably feels entitled to her because he's bestowing all this money upon her. Yet he's never gonna have any physical contact with her at all.
All that for a drop of blood.
But the mournful thing about this is the fact that half the people out there subscribe to her are probably grown men who are married or in relationships in general. And I already know there's gonna be some white knight ass niggas hooting and hollering talking about, why do you care what she does? She's making money, you're just jealous. My nigga, shut your pie hole. I was taught that all money isn't good money. I don't care if I'm making generational wealth. I'll never go against my morals or ethics for some money. I don't give a damn. Not to mention the fact that this girl is only 20 years old. Like, I'm only 8 months older than her, bro.
One man. She's 20 years old, right? One man gave her 10% and contributed to this 20-year-old being a millionaire. Not even a millionaire. She's got quite a few millions made off of it. I stick both fingers in my eyes, 'cause that is the only way I shall see pain. That is crazy. She got 43 mil, gang. And one person contributed to this, to 10% of it. My God.
It's really crazy to think that she's so young and has already touched more chicken than a wholesale butcher. It really goes to show the type of things that people deem as valuable in today's society. You got teachers and social workers barely making ends meet or having to work multiple jobs, yet there's
crazy pause.
Valuable in today's society.
This is the concern. This is the concern. This is, what's up, Kron? This is the concern. Because there's people that is actually working like regular jobs, and they wouldn't even see a quarter of that, a fraction of that. Wow. My goodness. Jesus.
Society. You got teachers and social workers barely making ends meet or having to work multiple jobs, yet there's people who can just show their meat curds on the internet and be well off. That's why I'm forever.
He said, all because one man couldn't learn how to go outside and get some coochie. I mean, but then again, not all men can able to pull bitches, gang. Some people, it don't matter to who it is that you are. Some people just cannot pull, you know? So their only way it is that they think pulling is tricking. And I gotta call a spade a spade. It's tricking. Some people be like, it ain't tricking if you got it. No, it's tricking. It is tricking. It is. Some of them don't think it is like, hey, listen, I can able to just go up and have a conversation and chop it up. So, hey, I'm gonna throw some money, even if it is it's money that I may or may not have. And you got to realize this, that some of these men it is that do this probably can't even afford the lifestyle it is that they want to embody for themselves. So in order to pull harder and better learn how to mm, damn. Damn, Babs Fudge.
And grateful to blessed to be in this position because it's not like I'm out here finding a cure to cancer or solving world hunger. I just make dumbass videos on the internet and hope that y'all like them. I'm not doing anything special. And as easy as it is to point all our fingers at these OnlyFans girls, we really got to start questioning the behavior of some of these men out here.
I don't blame the women, to be honest with you. To a certain degree, you can't necessarily blame them because who are they getting paid by? Who's sitting there and pouring out this money into them? It may be some women into the mix too, but a majority of it is men. That's I can't. Listen. At the end of the day, you gotta blame the people that put all that money into the person making them a millionaire. You know, because at this point in time, like yeah, her morals, she may be able to like be like, yeah, morally, it is what I did. It was a little like it wasn't the right thing to do, but I'm a millionaire and I could able to go ahead and financially do what it is that I want because it is I made this money. After this, she pays out all them taxes. I mean, somebody's enabling the behavior. So you know, that's how it's just like.
Because let's be honest, if niggas stop funding this bullshit, then most of these thoughts will stop making this type of nefarious content. You know, supply and demand. How many of these people are really making OnlyFans content for the love of the game? If there weren't a bunch of Lenny Baxters funding this shit, there would be a significant drop in the amount of creators on this website. Money is truly the root of all evil, and it's really crazy to see how people will stoop to levels lower than the nether in order to obtain it. And then she's got the nerve to come out and say that she's a virgin and a devout Christian. Yeah, right, nigga, and I'm Michael B. Jordan.
I can believe it. I can believe it. Unless if it is you're like that one shorty that decided to go ahead and like smash 100 men within less than 24 hours. I can believe that because at the end of the day, you could show off or you can, give a little bit of the imagery and then that's enough to where people goes ahead and open their wallet. Just based off of that by itself. It's dangerous. You said that's happened? Yeah. There could be women it is that like unless if it is like, yeah, they're out here like really like smashing like that and putting that content on the OF, you'd be surprised on like women that either is not really fucking like that, may have a nigga already or are virgins. Get in a bag. I'm sure she like, yeah, a lot of women like probably regret that. You know what I mean? Like, cause morally that's very ambiguous to do, but just playing on fantasies of somebody else's delusional set of mind when it comes down to that particular person is dangerous. It's almost cynical at the way. Because think of it like this. If she knows it is that there's men that are going to desire her in that type of way or look at her within pictures and posting it up and stuff like that, like, damn, I might as well go ahead and make the content. Play onto the fantasies even more. Easy bag, easy come up. I made Chase I say Chase who chase you, which IRS go get some money. Right. Right. The IRS looking at this and rubbing their hands like Birdman right now. Just like, you made 43 million. I know somebody contributed the 10% of that. For you to get that 43 million, I'ma double it. You gonna have to owe me 20% of that. And maybe even more. Because you get put into a higher tax bracket when you start getting into the millions and stuff,
Now, I'm not Christian, but I'm gonna go on a limb and say having and promoting an OnlyFans isn't exactly holy. But what do I know? And this situation isn't gonna do anything besides encourage other people who are maybe fresh out of high school or maybe in their early to mid 20s to start making this kind of content, thinking they can accumulate more money than Scrooge McDuck, bro. Like, y'all remember when Bad Baby booted up on OnlyFans the moment she turned 18 and racked up $1 million in 6 hours?
I'm not gonna lie, y'all predators. I'm gonna call it for what it is. Y'all are predators. Cause she had just turned 18 and like she made that much money off of OnlyFans. Nah. Call it for what it is. Y'all predators. Y'all were fantasizing about a child. And as soon as she turned 18, it's just like, I bet. Crazy.
Bro. Like, y'all remember when Bad Baby booted up on OnlyFans the moment she turned 18 and racked up $1 million
She really racked up a mill. That's crazy.
Dollars in 6 hours. The niggas that subscribe to her page deserve to be wedgies until they become airborne. But wait, that's not all, folks, because these super stupid simps went out of their way to create a GoFundMe for Sophie Reigns so that her net worth could reach 100 million. And
huh? What? And she already got $12,000 raised. A normal everyday person couldn't even make 12, not even remotely close to that organically. The average person not even making 4,000 monthly to go ahead and like, you know, with these damn rent prices, rent is going up, and for the application you got to put down 3 times more than what the rent is and whatnot. Now, this honestly, that $12,000 number is what these rental properties want you to be making in order for you to go ahead and just like, and all right, bet. Do you want to live on our property? All right, cool. You gotta make 12,000.
Say it with me now. Thanos was right.
You know, like organically speaking, normal everyday people don't even see that. That 12,000 is light work to her. That's like her $20 right there. That's a little less than what I be getting in my business. If it's like, bro, think of it like this: like 12,000 is a down payment on a house. Like some people, like especially first-time buyers, they can't even put that pool together unless it is you really saving and stocking up like that in order to do that for a house. She's accumulated 43 million. She could buy a house straight cash. Oh my God. Bro, she could buy a jet. Most like private jets is usually 1.5 mil, 1.3 million as it is. She could able to buy that and that wouldn't do a dent. You're like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just go ahead and just put this in the backyard, you know, just in case it is. I feel like flying to Europe, you know, like what? Oh my goodness, bro, that is insane. The fact that people are really contributing to this, I actually need to see if this is still up. I just want to see if this is still up and she's still and more people contributed to this, because this is mind-boggling to me.
And it's already had $12,000 donated. You know what I could do with $12,000? Buy 120,000 McNuggets. And now she's starting some weak-ass project called the Bop House or something. My nigga, fuck a Bop House. My sister would get bopped upside her head if she ever got caught doing some shit like this. And this is a little bit off topic, but the way in which some of these treaches promote their OnlyFans has to be some of the most dishonorable and perverted gestures I've ever witnessed. Just take a look for yourself.
Whoa, ma'am. This gotta be fake. Tell me this is fake. Tell me this is fake, chat. Tell me this is fake. There's no way you went to a public place and you took your panties off. Out in public, you recorded this. Girl, you're going on a sex registry. It's not fake. The police could look at this and put her on a registry for this, chat. Right, she's on a list? Is she really on a list? That's not fake.
Gestures I've ever witnessed. Just take a look for yourself.
Don't you do? Oh my God! 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 And the little underage girl that licked that blue hill ice cream or whatnot, and she got sentenced to prison because of that. Nah, she need to go next. She need to go next. There's no. You and your wide foot ass thought it was A-okay for you to go ahead and do this publicly? You putting your panties you wore into food,
Hello,
contaminating.
police. Her right there.
Oh my God, bro. Bring back shame. Bring back shame for real. Bring it back. Because there's no way you did that, recorded it, and thought it was okay. And you did this around other customers. I wouldn't even say you're a customer. You did this around customers that was just trying to get some bread and go pay and go home. God. And the woman looked, oh my God. Y'all see the woman in the back? She looked and she said, George, it's about time it is that we get up out of here. I don't know what it is that, like.
If I ever go to reach for a donut or something and I see somebody's crusty ass, pungent ass underwear, I'm turning that grocery store into the Royal Rumble. Now, I'm not a baker or anything, but I'm pretty sure that's not the type of yeast that's supposed to be in bread. I guess these women have never heard of a
That is, wow, that's insane. Wow, that's insane.
digital footprint either, because I remember seeing a clip about another OF demon whose family found out about her freaky films, and she had the nerve to blame everybody around her. Could you imagine just going on the timeline and seeing your cousin getting knocked down like a game of Jenga? Man, I'd never touch my phone again in my life. But in all seriousness, society is collapsing like a 5th grader science project, and I have about as much hope in the future as I do in GTA 6 coming out. Can we also talk about this recent scenario in which a singular woman is trying to get 1,000 men to fold her like Sunday laundry and turn her guts into sloppy Joe? Now,
we talked about this. Ooh, we talked about this girl.
First in this headline, I thought it was a glitch in the Matrix, because there's no way someone could fabricate such a sacrilegious act. What has to go wrong in your life for you to concoct this type of scheme? Now, apparently she watered down her original proposition and slept with only 101 Dalmatians. 101 men. I probably didn't even talk to 100 different people this past year, and she's letting that many people vandalize her intestines. This has to be considered a form of self-harm, bro. And once again, this woman's in her early 20s. This shit is sad, bro. And I've been seeing people saying that we should feel bad for her and that we should pray for her and all types of gobbledygook.
I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. You wanted 101 bodies, spirits inside you. That's what you wanted. Okay? I ain't got nothing to do with that. That ain't got nothing to do with me at the end of the day. You wanted to go ahead and do that. By all means, do that on your own. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going ahead and feeling bad for somebody who made an adult decision. She wanted it. She wanted it.
Nobody told her to do this. She wasn't prescribed this by her doctor to improve her blood pressure or anything. This is something that she manufactured in that vacant noggin of hers. Niggas have been trying to say that she's empowering women and shit like that. If getting your back blown out is empowering, then Ruby Rose is a fucking pharaoh. Since when was having sex an extreme sport? Not to mention the clip of her that's going around showing her crying after her decision because she felt robotic and wouldn't recommend it. Well, ain't that some shit? I was just planning on sleeping with 101 guys next Monday as my next business venture, but now I gotta scrap that idea. How does one even go about applying for one of those spots anyway? Like, if she set up a page on Indeed or something, are niggas just lined up outside a room waiting for their turn? Imagine being number 77 and having to wait all that time just to last about as long as a king batch vine. And apparently she was giving every nigga 5 minutes per session. I know that room smells like mildew, sweat, and gonorrhea. I know she's probably burning like a fucking birthday candle, bro. Them STIs putting up Jokic numbers on her ass, bro. Her insides are gonna be looking like a bottle of Elmer's glue. Every single day that I wake up, I find myself siding with Thanos more and more often. I'm disgusted that I have to share the same oxygen as some of you sleazeballs. And even after her bawling her eyes out and pretty much regretting her actions, she still plans to take on 100 niggas in February of this year. She gonna be in that bitch looking like Joey Chestnut with the amount of wiener she's gonna be taking, bro. Her guts are about to be the ultimate mixing pot. Imagine if she goes on to have children one day. That little nigga can never show his face in public. He gonna be getting clowned and
Yeah. He can never sit there and like, she can never come to the parent teacher conference. Have your dad do it. God bless his soul, but have the dad do it. She can't go to the parent teacher conference. She can't come to like any of the school plays, nothing. Because some parent go look at her and be like, I've seen you before. And then the kid embarrassed right there. Now 100 fathers is crazy.
Class every day because his mom wanted to be Gen Z Genghis Khan. But hopefully she can come to her senses and defeat those horny demons, because I don't see anything good coming out of this circumstance. This is why I'll forever choose a gay son over a thought daughter, because I'd be damned if I raised my daughter for all these years just for her to get ran through more than a sprinkler. To me,
I never understood this conversation of the thought daughter and gay son. What's up, Peg? Because in order for, first of all, why are we sexualizing your daughter? a daughter it is that you don't even have yet. Okay, there's one by itself. If you're worried about that throughout your entire life of or your entire fatherhood, then you are parenting wrong. Okay, you are parenting completely wrong if you are worried about her getting her back blown out by miscellaneous people. That's you don't think it is? That's a little sick to think about that. And on top of that too, even having like a gay son, lesbian daughter, whatever. There's nobody that shouldn't even matter.
Just don't have kids at that point.
I mean, eventually it is that people are going to have children, but it's a matter of what it is you teach your children. If we had this conversation the last time it is that like I streamed, what are you as the parent going to teach your children at the end of the day? Because we talked about hypersexuality is a form of depression. It is a form of feeling somewhat loved because they didn't get the proper love at home, right? This is a clear indication of self-harm and self-esteem is not there. So only imagine the level of like upbringing, you know what I'm saying? Like that, think about that. That me neither. First off, I was a hoe, and if my daughter was one, I don't care. As long as she's safe, I'm cool. That was a weird deleted message. I missed it, bro. But yeah, like at the end of the day, if you're worried about that, I'm just like, oh, I'm never gonna have kids. This isn't this. Then that means it is that it is that you're not mentally prepared for a child. You're not ready. You're not ready to mentally prepare for that. I would teach my kids to fight. Fight for what reason? What are we fighting for? At the end of the day, because if you're teaching them to just go ahead and put fists to people to face, then you're doing it wrong, gang. Why are we teaching our child to go ahead and just come out the yin yang, just start fighting people? You know what I mean?
Miss Lily Phillips, Santa Claus has 3 words for you. Ho, ho, ho. Now we gotta talk about Ruby Rose's #1 fan. Now you may or may not remember this dastardly story, but around December of 2023, there was a Hall of Fame incel who went viral for being labeled as Ruby Rose's #1 fan. He apparently blew over 62,000 on her OnlyFans and even got her face tatted on his body.
God damn, 62,000, bro. And 62,000 is not just light. That is my total amount that I owe for student loans, bro. Maybe 65, but that's my goodness, gang. Fudge.
Now this fake ass Hagrid came out and tried to deny everything and claim the entire situation was fake and what have you, but just like Ruby Rose's OnlyFans, I ain't buying it. I personally think that he's just trying to save his ass.
There's some people it is that don't even make 62,000 a year. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Situation was fake and what have you, but just like Ruby Rose's OnlyFans, I ain't buying it. I personally think that he's just trying to save his ass. I mean, look at him. This nigga's built like a collection of pudding. But even if this story isn't real, the fact that it's believable is just as condemnatory. And just look at some of the messages this jerk dumpling was sending. I will send you 10 Bitcoin right now if you answer me. That is worth almost $400,000. All you have to do is respond to me with 1 word, Ruby. Please, I need your attention. I need to make sure that my kitten is safe.
Yeah, that brother's starving. That's terrible. That's terrible. Man, there's some people it is that's desperate. But then again, like I have some people, believe it or not, Jed, I've had someone in my DMs ask me to do something like that. Just like, listen, if you respond to me right now, I will send you this amount. It's like there's somebody said that in my DMs before. And that scared me a little bit because I'm just like, I don't know if it is that you're trolling or not. But even if you're not trolling, that's a problem to where it is that you're obsessed with somebody that bad. Like, you know?
What kind of shot is that? Have you ever shot that shot?
You blocked them, right? I didn't respond.
It's really crazy to see how people constantly put these bops on a pedestal. I remember a couple years back, there was a dude who paid $10K to meet a girl who he follows on OnlyFans just to get a fucking hug. If I pay $10K for a hug, that motherfucker better grant me eternal happiness or something, bro. And to add insult to injury, she had a boyfriend the entire time. It's really sad to see what can.
I told you, they be having boyfriends, man. But
happening to people who let their lust consume them. I genuinely want to know what goes through the heads of some of these nincompoops, bro. Don't get me wrong, we've all seen some beautiful women online before, but you can't get caught up in that because there are some beautiful women in real life. Nowadays, people are praising gooning and other corrupt actions, but never let yourself fall down that rabbit hole. Don't let lust dismantle your life or you'll end up like EDP. Love you. But I think that's gonna wrap everything up for this video, man. Comment down below the most down bad occurrence that you've ever seen, or possibly that you've ever done. Like, subscribe if you're new, join the family. We going crazy. First upload of the new year, man. 2025 takeover is in full effect, baby.
Hell
also,
yeah.
let me know what other type of videos y'all want to see, man. You know what I'm saying? We going crazy this year. I'm gonna try to be more consistent. I made a conscious note of that, bro. Like, last year was I don't know what that was. It was filler, bro. That wasn't a real year. You know what I'm saying? My uploads was all shaky.
Last year definitely was a filler.
I'm trying to come out with some heat. Or we gonna come out with some heat, and we just gonna be doing our thing. Thank y'all for rocking with me as always. We made it to the end of the video, you know, so I love and appreciate every single one of y'all, even those who didn't make it to the end. Thank y'all for supporting me, being patient with me, and you know, we just gonna keep this thing going, man. We having fun with it, and we just gonna take this thing to the top, road to 500K. But with all that being said, I hope this video finds you in good spirits. I'm G Grimy. It's been real. I'm out. I love y'all. Peace.
Hey, listen, you know, she don't need y'all. She got the aim of a sniper for hitting niggas in the... Stop. Stop. I did that one time. Oh my God. He put his hands in my food. My goodness. Damn. But G Grimy, shout outs to you. Thank you so much for the video. Shout outs to y'all in the chat. Stop it. Stop it. And shout outs to you at home. I'll catch y'all in the next video.